that was a song.
That was.
It was a song. Why don't you tell me about this song of yours? I don't think that...
I can hear you.
I can't hear me at all. Like, there we go. Ooh, yay, okay. So anyway, so that was Habitual. Was it written about anything in particular?
Yeah.
Addiction.
It was written about, heroin is taking over the world right now.
Yes,
and from friends and family and other people, everybody has somebody that they know that's either gone through it or passed away from it and those kind of things. So that was my experience, my vision to, do that. He gave me a good platform, that opening riff, and then from there it just was a freestyle that ended up coming out, and it worked well. And that's pretty much it. We got lucky too. When we went into the studio, I had said I wanted to maybe play violin on the keyboards, and instead we hired a cellist. I don't know where he was from. He was from St. Louis, right?
He's a law student, but he was a second chair for the symphony.
Yeah, for the St. Louis Symphony. So
okay.
He came and did some tracks for
Dave
us.
Arado.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty much just a song about addiction, and the chorus is them showing my bruises. Pretty much just saying I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. From you can take it hypothetically from the bruises you get, or the just the life changing things that happen from it. So
it's really sad. I don't know, but it's definitely something that is very prevalent in our scene as well. I think a lot of people that are really creative people have issues with addiction.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, everybody knows somebody.
Yeah.
I know more than a few. I'm sure we all do. So it's a really sad thing, but
it's sad that a lot of that comes from such a dark place. You go back, Edgar Allan Poe was a morphine addict. You got Hendrix, you got all these people that are so passionate, and that it comes from such a dark place sometimes that it burns out too quick.
Right. Well, I mean, it's definitely,
Scott Weiland.
Yeah. Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
yeah, I mean the list could.
It's forever.
Yeah.
There's so many.
I was just listening to Sublime on my way from work, and there was I don't remember, the song was called Garden Grove. It was off 40 Ounces to Freedom, and he was singing about his dog, and then he says, "I'm getting bored with life sticking needles in my arm." So I mean, even I mean,
I was talking about Not Enacted by Cage Choice just right before the show with friends saying I used to karaoke that song. That's another song about heroin.
Yeah.
So it's around. I know one of the cool things that's going on in St. Louis coming up is not directly related, but close enough when you're coming to talking about addiction, which addiction is mental illness in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
It's fact. But it's not my opinion. It is fact. But one of the things, We Are United is having their birthday bash, and they are donating all the that's going to benefit the American Foundation for Suicide or some American Suicide Foundation, and then. Pacing Infamy has a friend that passed away. They raise money for that organization team. Something off the top of my head, I don't know what it is, but they raise money for that. So that's I know when I was talking to Jordan, he said that was another thing that was kind of like an underlying theme because we all do know somebody. So
yeah, well, and who better to get involved since musicians and creative whatever artists of any kind are the ones that suffer a lot from this the most. What better way to have it than the bands to step forward and say, hey, look, we're right here at the forefront with you.
Right.
We'll help you out if your family won't, or if you've burned all those bridges,
Right.
Those kind of things.
So that's something really cool if anybody has been touched by that or wants to contribute in any way. That information's all on Pop's website, on Facebook, but I believe that's going to be on April 2nd. He's having his big, We Are United 1 year birthday party.
Yeah.
So that's a cool thing. You said you guys got your show on next weekend.
Yeah, next Saturday.
February 23rd?
20,
wait, no.
What is that, the 27th?
27th, I'm sorry.
My bad.
The 27th, yeah.
And then we have our local networking night. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
Yeah, Jordan asked us to play.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, we got the show the next day, and it was or the night before.
Okay.
So we won't be able to make it. But.
You could always just come.
Well, yeah.
And I'm a part of the show, so I'm kind of promoting as well because I will be there to sign up other bands for this super fun local show that broadcasts live from the Millennium Student Center at Unsel. Woo! There's going to be if there's a submissions email that you can send everything to, which I have a copy of that I can get to people. If you they'll have a list of everybody that's already in bands. They'll get a special bracelet, so they'll have like discounted drinks and reduced entry fees. There are a bunch of bands playing on the bill. There's going to be, when it gets warmer, if it takes off, he's talking about doing like gear swaps and stuff. If anybody's trying to do that, like in person, we can do that out on the patio. I'm going to have a table to sign up. I know Shane Presley from Rock Paper Podcast is going to have a sign up table.
Sugar Shane.
He is, I'm telling you what, he is just a doll.
We love him.
And I'm actually recording with him earlier in that day. I'm going to be on Rock Paper Podcast.
Yeah.
I know.
What were we, number 122?
122.
122.
Podcast number 122.
That was a fun night.
I'm nervous. I'm not used to being the one that is being interviewed.
He makes it really easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's fun.
Good. But, yeah, so, I don't know. What about other local acts that you guys you like here in St. Louis?
Oh, man, there's so many.
Well, we talked. I'm fangirling on Skyburnt White right now.
That's right. Why don't we talk about that a little bit? We got...
I'm geeking on them guys right now. I met Mario at a Maiden Wave show out there at Mikey's.
Mm-hmm.
Just briefly talked to him, and then we chatted a little bit on Facebook, and I talked a little bit to Gabe. And I think I'd like to try to do something with them guys soon, set up a show and get something together. We're talking about it, so we'll see if something comes to pass now.
Hopefully. I mean, and
great harmonies, great vocals.
They are, and I mean, they were a band way back, and like something. I think for a minute they started, or it was a different project that was Gabe's, and I don't really know the story there, but I know like 07, 08 maybe, maybe a little before, and that came past that just recently here in the last like 6 months they got the ball rolling again, and it's really picked up momentum. I saw them. Their CD release out in St. Clair. I grew up in St. Clair.
Oh, country girl.
Well, I mean, I'm in Fenton, so but I drove. It was
Chrysler girl.
It was I drove a Scion, but no, it was a trip out to St. Clair for that show, and it was actually, we talked about that last on the when Apollo's Daughter was in, because Lacey fell mid-set off a Lightbox at that show. She's fine. And it's funny now, but it was New Lingo, Apollo's Daughter, and Skyburnt White. And that's the first time I saw them back, and since then, and then they're blowing up. I know they've got a show at America's Tavern coming up. They've got a show at Pops on, I want to say it's like April.
That one at America's Tavern, they're actually filming a video, and you get to be a part of it if you just go down there and hang out with them.
And that's the 23rd. Do you remember the date? 25th. Okay, yes. Go to America's Tavern.
26th.
26th?
Yeah, because they're the 26th, we're the 27th, and then you guys are the 28th.
Right. Okay, so yeah, you got 3 shows that weekend. Come out and be a part of the scene.
And support all 3 of them.
Yes, always. Or you could do what I do.
And bring money. Cash. Nobody takes credit card.
Checks.
No checks either. No debit or link cards or any of that stuff. I'm not trading you. Every time we play hippie concerts, like the big hippie festivals and stuff, especially me and him, everybody tries to trade us a CD for a sandwich, And I'm sorry I can't pay my mortgage with a sandwich.
Trade them for some deodorant.
Exposure. It's exposure, right?
Yeah.
Do it for the exposure.
You should give it to them.
You can't. And patchouli oil does not cover up bathing. I want to let you know
throw in deodorant and razor.
Of bathing?
Yeah.
When we play hippie shows, we have a CD pack that has a razor and some deodorant.
Yeah.
Maybe some mouthwash.
They're care packets for the hippies.
But we just sell a CD with that package.
I mean, my mom was a hippie and she doesn't smell bad.
No.
Yeah.
Not all of them do.
I don't understand that at all. 3 shows in a row, and when we're right into hippies,
Where's Gilbert
sorry.
Gottfried when you need
Okay,
him?
so Skyburnt White.
What's going on?
Skyburnt White are not hippies.
No.
They're very nice, clean, smelling gentlemen.
Yes.
And they have
Great hygiene on them
this
guys.
great song called Afterglow that Joe has been super duper fangirling about.
Yes.
So why don't we go ahead and listen to that? What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Afterglow by Skyburnt White, and we will be back in a minute.
Excuse me